Yeah, well, it's all about these servers, right? I
Yep.
think when some of us think about AI revenue, we think about people selling large language models, but it's a lot more than that, right? I mean, somebody needs to build those servers that go into data centers to train all those models and deploy all the applications. And Dell, a lot of us think of as the kind of boring laptops and computers, but they've managed to really reinvent themselves as physical infrastructure provider for the AI boom. And so, we're seeing some pretty comical revenue ramp here.
Yeah, I mean, eye-popping. I'm looking, fiscal first quarter sales jumped 88% to nearly $44 billion. That is just in 3 months, right? That's just a
Yeah.
quarter. Tell us who the customers are. I guess these are companies that are renting computer power for AI.
Right. So the largest bulk of these customers are going to be what we think of as the neo clouds, right? A company like CoreWeave that assembles a data center full of servers and then rents that power out to a company like OpenAI or Microsoft. At one point, the Elon Musk companies were very prolific customers of Dell servers. I mean, Dell essentially pitches that, look, you need to fill up a whole building full of these servers. You need a bunch of GPUs, and someone has to sell it to you. And we have the best sales force. We have the best service. And so let us do it. So, yeah, largely it's those big kind of AI data center companies, though, of course, there is a long tail of smaller firms that will buy servers. But my sense from the reporting is that those AI natives are the largest share.
Are you seeing these shares up 20%? I mean, this is a $200 billion company, right? So that's going to be a $40 billion gain tomorrow?
Yeah, well, when we were looking at the results, it kind of reminded me of some of those early NVIDIA prints where we all said, wow, that really blew out the expectations. I think it's that order of magnitude. It seems like they got a couple of significant whale deals in the quarter. And more than that, they're doing something to manage their margins, because the concern with the AI servers has always been that it's a relatively low margin business. But all of their income, all of their profit metrics here look good, and so they're clearly managing the supply chain well.
And Brody, if you look at this, if you delve deep, which I know you and your team did, it goes much deeper than AI for Dell. And maybe that's what's so attractive for investors, because it's not a pure AI play, right? Because it's personal computer division posting a 17% gain in revenue last quarter. And they just landed a government contract, a military contract to take over the licenses or oversee the licenses for Microsoft. So is this really a story that's AI and beyond for Dell?
There is a diversification story tonight, and I would point toward the traditional server business. That's kind of the CPUs. Think about Intel servers largely. Those are rallying quite a bit. And that is an AI story, in part because training the models requires the very advanced GPUs. Those are the more expensive, lower margin ones. But actually deploying the models in many cases can be done on the CPUs. And so Dell saw almost a double for that business segment. And that points to the fact that a broader swath of their portfolio is getting boosted right now than just those NVIDIA-based servers, which are the pretty low-margin ones that can feel a bit like empty calories. But since a variety of their businesses are getting boosted, I think if you're an investor, you're pretty happy to see that.